Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to the next episode review of My Home Hero, episode 4. And I really gotta say, the heat has been really turned up in this series so far, especially with this episode and our guy Totsu. He just is now. Sorry, clear my throat here. Just more involved in this now. This a history of violence in this gang warfare. So. Feeling bad for this guy, but he did all this to protect his daughter, because he cares about her, though. So, but in this episode, after he got he got out of the hospital after being nearly beaten to death in the last episode, he tells his wife that hey, everything's fine now. Although it's kind of a white lie by telling her, hey, everything's okay, we're not involved anymore, we're in the clear though. Although it's kind of part of me saying that we dealing with the yakuza. It's just it's not everything is totally all right when you're involved with them though. But I think part of me could just slightly just told your wife that we have to wait till everything wait for sure though that our lives are getting back to normal. But anyway, and then the funny thing is with the bandage thing that he has on, I mean. Yeah, he's in the shower, and he's even taking a shower, and it's the raining though. And probably with regular bandages, probably get all wet though. But to me, it did kind of look kind of silly wearing a very clear bandage, This is me though, but still, I get the point though. And so he's gonna meet with Koichi. With Koichi, the guy who he sees gonna help, who we've seen throughout this beginning of the series so far. So he's told him he's gonna help find Nobuto, the asshole boyfriend, that will help each other with it. So he goes and talks with him, meets him, goes to this club, and talks with this girl, who is actually the real girlfriend of the boyfriend, right? Although, so basically, the guy, even though it shows you more, he's more of a dick, basically, because, her being with Totsu's daughter, Rika, that was just basically a side piece, basically, considering the fact that, what he's done to other girls in the past, right? And even though the girl has said to them that, yeah, he's cheated before, though, I cried, though, but... she basically forgave him though, but she may have been hurt emotionally, but at least she didn't get physically beaten like he did to the other previous girls though, and then also that ask wherever she see if you've seen him where he's at, last time you saw him, right? But also the fact that the stuff that he has done though, like when she basically dropped the bomb on that, he double crossed the organization he was working for, like Robin, when we have a little flashback when he was in bed with her, right, and that he robs the armored car that was belonging to them. So he basically he was kind of double crossing the organization he was working for, right, and Totsu in his mind he's saying he can use all this to fabricate or use some of this stuff against the guy, right, to put him and his family in the clear, right? And while it's going on with Koichi said he stepped out for a second because I was actually trying to listen in, right? And then the girl told that that Totsu was kind of lying, he knows who he is because of the info that when in the first episode when he was tailing them, he got beaten in the alley and he's stripped of his clothes, right? So she kind of knew because it's been spread in their phones, right? And kind of telling about his daughter and all that, and which she kind of feels, which she does feel sympathy for, though. So, and then with Koichi, and it comes back, and then the guy who's kind of runs the club, I think, and then these guys come in saying that he has to pay 10 million yen, but since he can't do that, there's 3 options, and the third option is to either get yourselves killed and try to do this to this other gangs, So Koichi and Totsu, they're gonna try to they try to, well, it's gonna get themselves killed, but try to get this with these two gangs are gonna deal with each other. So well, I guess they try to run them over or get the case, whatever. But I like how Koichi, because the guy knew that there was something was off with Totsu the whole time, right? So while they're sitting in the car, he just goes and he's like this, and he casually looks at casually says to Totsu, like, "You killed Nobuto. You killed him." The guy's name, Nobuto, I think it was the guy's name. "You killed him, did you?" And Totsu looking a little surprised though, but because the guy kind of suspected all along though, but he kind of like, well, because they don't go further than why he just goes as casually says it though, but they have to get this thing over with. So he starts driving. The gang sees them coming. They start shooting at them, and kind of just jumps over their car, right? But it starts then the car starts catching on fire. But Koichi, he took a couple hits. He took one to the shoulder right here and took one to the side down here in the stomach. So the car is on fire, and then I guess some of the big trucks come in and they push one of the bad guys' cars off the cliff. And while Totsu has Koichi trying to get away in the woods. So and then the Koichi starts saying, "Hey mom, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And he's trying to Totsu, "Hey, no, stay with me," and then also one of the bad guys come in. They come down the hill and sees those two are still alive, and he starts pointing the gun. We hear the gunshot first of all, it cuts to black when we hear the gunshot. So obviously the cliffhanger is saying who shot who, right? I think it's to say that it was. I have to say that it was Koichi who shot the guy. Because, like I said, it's obviously not our guy, Totsu, right? Because he isn't. You see him he's not as a gun on him, but so yeah, I think the cliffhanger when they cut to black with the gunshot, I think it's say that it's Koichi who is the one who shot the guy. But this is really starting to heat up, bro, because this in a good way, because I'm really been enjoying this show. So I mean, this is kind of turned, like I said, it's kind of like turned into somewhat of a Breaking Bad, because I think the hats that because Totsu buys a hat, right, to like hide the bandages he has, right. I don't know. I was like the hat kind of resembles the one that Walter White wears in Breaking Bad, but I think Walter White wears like wears the black hat though, but this one here it's like brown. I'm like, is this turning like an anime version of Breaking Bad, or maybe I'm just going crazy? I know, like, even in the episode where with the bathtub and everything to dissolve the corpse, right? Though that was kind of like became like Breaking Bad, but I think our guy Totsu is kind of like becoming like Walter White, except the whole drug dealing thing, which that's what point Breaking Bad was, right? But yeah, I mean, episode 4 was really another really intense a really intense one. Again, now that he's been getting involved with his gun shootings, and now his family is he tries to get himself out of this, but he keeps going further and further deep into this mobster crap, right? But because now the guy that he's say that he's kind of allied himself with, say the old saying, "Enemy of my enemy is my friend," right? So I mean, and then the guy Koichi was been kind of became interesting, but I don't think he's gonna die. But he is bleeding. He is bleeding out because he got the shoulder. Yeah, though, but he took a round to the stomach here, so eventually he's kind of gonna bleed out though. So, but what do you rat out? What I'm trying to say is, what do you try to rat out to try to route to the other people that it's As he kind of he casually says, "You're the one who killed him, did you?" But episode 4 of My Home Hero was really, really good, And that's why I'm probably glad I'm watching this, because of this and Hell's Paradise, and then with Oshinoko, been once again another good batch of series I've been that's come out of this year. I mean, I like Ningen Fusion. I like Tomachin as a girl, but we got another good set of series I've been enjoying this year. So, but yeah, but everything, like I said, with Tosu just feeling bad for this guy. You know, he tries to get himself out of this though, but he gets involved with more of these monsters now, these mobsters and gangs and stuff. So now he's involved with a shootout and he tries to escape. You know, I'm like I said, the guy is not John Wick. You know, he's just an ordinary guy, sort of middle-aged guy in a way, but you know, just no, he has no military background or anything. So the guy is not no veteran or anything, right? He's just an ordinary guy. He just got lucky with the killing with the guy with the rice cooker. But eventually he's going to find him a way to get out of this. You know, like I said, take on the Yakuza or try to find another method. You know, find some other method. But episode 4, another really good episode. I mean, really good. I mean, just now it's getting more tense for this guy now. But yeah. Do anything to help your family, you know, protect your family, right? But yeah, but that's episode 4. Another thumbs up for this one. 10 out of 10 episode, I would say. And we'll get back with that girl, like I said, who was like the one I said, like who was like supposed to be the real girlfriend of that guy. Oh, even though funny the thing is that the girl mentions that, oh, he was cute, funny, all that stuff. Well, maybe puts on, maybe it's a facade for that guy though, or maybe he thinks it's the one girl he does like though, but it has an excuse for all the evil actions he's done, like beating to death to those other girls and sending them to the hospital and stuff like that, or what he tended to do with Rika in the first place. That's not excusable at all. The guy was garbage anyway, so whether the girl says, "Oh, he was really funny or cute," it doesn't excuse for all the evil actions he's done. I mean, they say the guy deserved it anyway. But yeah. But episode 4, another really good one. 10 out of 10 and once again. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode review, and we'll see you next time. Later.